In today's class, we are going to do an introduction to zippers. What we're going to do in this class is insert a centered lapped zipper. And let me show you what we're going to need. For this project, you are going to need one piece, 9 inches by 7 inches. Then you're going to need two pieces, both 9 inches by 3.5 inches, 9 inches by 3.5 inches. You will also need a 7-inch zipper. Now the first thing we're going to do is take our two smaller pieces and press them in 1/2 inch. Just like this. Then we're going to take this to the sewing machine and we're going to zigzag stitch right along the edge of each of these to finish these raw edges. Now I'm going to set those stitches. All right, now what we're going to do is we are going to insert a zipper right here behind these two pieces of fabric. We want the teeth to be centered right with this fold right here. So it's going to lap over just like that. Now to do that, we are going to open our piece up. We're going to pin it along the edge of our tape of our zipper. Now I'm going to take this to the sewing machine and I'm going to stitch right along here, but I need to use a zipper foot. We're going to need to put this on our sewing machine before we get started. All right, now that I have my zipper pinned on, as you can see, I am going to unzip this so that I'm only working with half of my zipper. I've put my zipper foot on in such a way that it overhangs on this side, the right side. Now you can figure out which side you need the extra space on, because over here we have the teeth of our zipper. And see, that's going to be running along that. We need that extra space over here. So the overlap is going to be on the side opposite the teeth. Now, I've lowered my presser foot and now I'm lowering my needle. And I'm going to stitch forward and I'm going to stitch backwards. I'm going to stop and remove my pins, and I'm going to continue stitching right along this side. Now as you get closer to that pull, you're going to want to stop and raise that presser foot with your needle down. You're going to pull that pull up to the top again, so that you can get your needle past that area. Lower your presser foot again, and we're going to continue stitching. Remove the last pin, and we're home free. To reiterate what we've done now, I opened my piece up, I pinned it in place with the zipper. Then I straight stitched with my zipper foot on, having lowered my pull, and I stitched all the way down to here. I raised my presser foot and then I brought my pull back up. Then I finished stitching to the end of the seam. Now as you can see, it's halfway over the teeth. That's exactly where we want it to be. And we're going to do the exact same thing on the other side. I'm going to lay this across here, just like this. I'm going to open it up, and I'm going to pin it right along the tape of the zipper again. Okay, so here we are again. Now we're all pinned. We have our zipper pinned back here, and you can test this easily because when you open it up, it should hide your zipper. That's a good thing to do, to be sure to test that before you commit it to stitching. I'm going to open it up now, and I'm going to straight stitch right along here. All right, now I don't need to move my zipper foot because I am stitching from the bottom up now instead of from the top down. I'm going to take a few stitches forward, stop, reverse. And be sure to stop to take those pins out. Alright, I've stitched now in such a way that my pieces flap over just like this, and I'm going to pin this in place here, and I'm going to make a few basting stitches right across here and right across here at the top of my zipper and at the bottom of my zipper. Now, I have pinned my zipper just exactly where I want it to lay when I go to stitch. What I'm going to do now is make some basting stitches right across here and right across here before I begin actually the final process of sewing my zipper in. So let's take that to the machine. Okay, notice now I have my regular foot back on just for this little process right here. I've moved in 5/8 inch, and I'm going to straight stitch right across here, a basting stitch. I'm going to come to the bottom, and I'm going to do the same thing again. Okay, now I've put a basting stitch at the bottom and the top right here. I've pinned on both sides of my zipper, and I'm going to take this to the machine now with my zipper foot, and I'm going to stitch right along here. Okay, here we go. Starting in needle down position with our zipper foot on, we're going to sew up our zipper first. Being sure to remove our pins along the way. Now I'm going to raise my presser foot, and I'm going to get this zipper pull out of the way, and I'm going to continue stitching. Alright, now on our other side I'm going to sew down our zipper, so I'm just going to leave this undone. My needle down position, and I'm going to stitch this side of the zipper. Stop now, and I'm going to pull my toggle up. I'm trying to keep my seam allowance equal on each side of the zipper. Here's our centered zipper. You've done it! Now that wasn't so hard. Join me in our next class for the rest of this project.